In discovering just how much sugar we all consume, I've made some quite big changes to my own life. I've been following my nutritionist, Mickey Willardon's advice for the last 2 months, and now I've come back to see whether that advice has had any impact on my previously dangerously high triglyceride levels. All right, Mickey, so a couple of months in, what do the blood show?
Well, Nige, you've got some really good results from it. So your triglycerides, last time that we spoke, they were up at about 2.4, and they've dropped down to 1.5, which is great.
That's good. Really good, because those previously high fat levels in my blood could lead to strokes and heart attacks. And there's more good news. I lost about 3.5 kg in about 10 days, and it's all here. Like I've gone in a belt size.
Don't waste time.
Big implications for me, and there are potentially big implications for the world economy as well. Credit Suisse, one of the world's leading banks, has also weighed into this debate, directly linking the consumption of excess sugar with the worldwide increase in type 2 diabetes, obesity, and a thing called metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome includes high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess cholesterol, and body fat, all of which increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes, and brought on in large part, Credit Suisse claims, by too much sugar. They surveyed GPs in Europe, Asia, and the US, and 90% of them believed that that was the case.
Food industry doesn't want to hear this. This is anathema to them. So what do you think they're going to say? Shonky science, lousy, poorly done. Who's this American? We don't believe it. We're going to keep doing what we're doing.
The food industry has its own interpretation of the science. I want to hear their opinion about Professor Lustig and his whole sugar is toxic message.
I think Robert Lustig exaggerates the role of sugar. I think a lot of his comments are melodramatic. Some of his comments have been called hysterical. And so when you look at the comments from a number of well-respected academics in New Zealand and around the world, they'll say, look, he's raising the issue about consuming too much sugar, but to say sugar is toxic and sugar is a poison as a standalone statement is patently untrue.
Maybe, but sugar is heavily implicated in bad health outcomes. So why not price it out of easy reach? Why not introduce a sugar tax?
Nowhere in the world has a soda tax made a big difference to obesity, or fat taxes made a big difference to obesity. Because the issue is, it's not the sugar or the fat, it's everything. It's eating too much and not getting enough exercise.
I think it's interesting with regard to sugar, in particular soft drinks, that they are often cheaper on a per litre basis than water is delivered to the same place. And I think we could redress that by having something in the cost structure. And industry haven't done that themselves. They've actually priced the water as being more expensive.
Yeah, it's interesting. And they say, oh no, price won't make any difference.
Yeah, well, it's interesting that price seems to be very relevant for the constituency that are drinking the most of this stuff. And it's typically children, often poorer people